What is up, everybody? We have some crazy news from OpenAI today. They launched a new ChatGPT model. It is 4.0 Omni, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you guys the blog article, and then I'm going to talk to you about how you can apply this to your real estate business, and specifically how we're going to be integrating this into the Systems Accelerator Manager. So let's get excited, but let's go ahead and start off by looking at OpenAI. So very first and foremost, you're going to notice on our drop-down menu, we have ChatGPT 4.0, and that's awesome. So they did launch the desktop first, and then they're going to be rolling out the rest of it as it goes. And what is the rest of it? Well, the rest of it is going to be supercharging their mobile app. So currently we have voice inside of the mobile on ChatGPT, but what ChatGPT 4 Omni or 4.0 is going to be launching is our ability to essentially communicate with an AI assistant. So what they did was they pretty well supercharged it, and you can use the camera and you can show it and engage with it. Now, as I was watching this demo, some of the really cool things that I noticed is the response times. They were asking it questions, and then as it was responding, mid-response, they would interrupt it and it would continue forward. And one thing I've noticed, I've seen a lot of tech reviews, maybe you have too, of some of these AI secondary devices that have been launched. The Rabbit is one, and there's a pin that came out. And the biggest critique with these was the battery life was terrible. The AI was not super quick to respond. You couldn't interrupt it and it pivot easily. And they just generally weren't super handy. This fixes it all. OpenAI was like, you already have a smartphone. Why would we make a secondary device? And so that's really cool. That's something that I greatly appreciate. I don't need to go spend between $200 and $800 on a new device. I just have my phone. And so I really appreciate that. But this moves us closer to this AI assistant. So we're going to talk about, I'm going to put on my futurist hat because that's one that I enjoy putting on. And we're going to talk about exactly what that means. But something I wanted to point out to you guys was this idea that ChatGPT 4.0 has a quicker latency. So previously, it took about 4.5 seconds on average for it to think through and respond. That's going to drop to almost in half, 2.8 seconds, which means that overall, it's going to be much quicker in responding to you. I love that. It's utilizing audio, video, and text to really superpower things. Now, on the desktop, some of the examples that they showed was better image creation, image comprehension and ability, specifically around text on these images. So you can see these prompts here, and you can see how the text is being handled a little better. I know we were all struggling because the OpenAI or the different AI-based image creators were having text. So I think that if I was still a graphic designer, that was my undergraduate degree, and I worked as a graphic designer for about 12 years. If I was still a graphic designer, I don't know that I'd like this, but for us as real estate agents, it's going to make things much quicker in creation. I will note you can't copyright AI based content. So if you need a logo, go get go get a graphic designer and help your friends out. But other than that, some more details on its overall training. One of the examples that they gave in the demonstration was them doing some mathematics. And what I really appreciated about it was the assistant that it was communicating with through ChatGPT 4.0 was not only answering it for him, it was like, oh, well, this is the math problem. What do you think you should do? And it was kind of working through the product with them. I think that this is really important because we as humans need this desire to discover, right? And I think that you can always Google something, but people appreciate knowledge more when they had to go to a public library and look through a stack of books. And so this concept of AI gives you an immediate answer, well, that's good and all, but I think that the future needs your ability to utilize reason and work through processes, especially math. Math is really important. And so I really loved seeing that. And Some other things, the overall ability to process and computate language is better. This is going to be great inside of SAM, as we offer the ability to translate text for you from English to Spanish, another language. And then also the cost, this doesn't really matter to you, but the cost of using the API is now going to be faster and 50% cheaper, which means that my costs are going to be lower, which means that I can continue to offer you guys really great pricing on our software. And that brings us to Sam. So I want to talk to you guys about the Systems Accelerator Manager. This is my piece of software. It's designed specifically for real estate agents, and it leverages AI, and you're able to create content for your business, and it does it really quickly. It does it with clicks. So now, instead of having to go out there and learn how to write prompts, instead of having to become an expert in technology, you can continue to be a real estate agent. Now, what we are going to be launching very soon is something that I have named the communication matrix. So inside, this is not publicly available inside of SAM, but inside of the system, once this launches, you're going to be able to go into a contact card, and inside of that contact card, you're going to be able to start what I've called smart automation. So you're going to see here, Alfie's a fictitious one. I like using him as an example. We have several different pieces of information on Alfie, and then we have all these important dates. So let me paint you the picture. What is the communication matrix? So right now, your CRM houses data, just like this, has data inside of it, it's storing it, it knows names, and it knows lead status, things like that, right? If they're a really good one, they have probably added some sort of automations. And these automations oftentimes take 2 weeks up to several months to build out because they're thinking about it in a process lens. This is a first-time homebuyer process. It has 700 steps. This is a contract through close process. It has 900 steps. And each of these steps you have to go through, you have to build the step, you have to think about what is going to be automated. If there's anything attached to it, you have to go write the email, you have to go write the text message, you have to build out the calendar piece. And these can be really cumbersome. And it just doesn't have to be that way. And this is what we're doing inside of the communication matrix. It's so much different. It's just going to blow away the CRM space, because when you think about it this way, they're just Rolodexes that are digital now. And so now the CRM is like stuck in the 1950s. So the communication matrix takes all of this information that we know about Alfie, all of his contact details, how he prefers to be communicated with, our relationship status with him, what kind of lead he is, and then any notes that are in here. Right now, I don't have any notes in here about him, but Sam is going to be coaching me to get more insights about him so that I can build a better relationship, because real estate's all about relationships. And then as we add dates to the important dates thing, that is going to trigger automations. So let's look through the birthday process, right? This is one of my favorites to share an example about. As you add information about Alfie's birthday, you add his birthday, you finally learned it. Congratulations. Sam is going to be able to start some automations for you. Maybe the very first one, it's going to add his birthday to your calendar. And then it's going to add a reminder a week before for you to write a handwritten letter and put it in the mail. Or maybe because Alfie is a category contact, that week before, it actually reminds you to go order a birthday cookie for him from Crumble Cookies, have it delivered to his house, right? And so now we're driving world-class client experiences. It's a concept that we talk about in our book, Our Best Workflow Secrets. And it's helping you create such a great experience for Alfie that he's not going to forget you. And he's probably going to share with his clients or with his circle of influence about you. And now we're lead generating from Alfie. We're getting that repeat referral business going. And if we do it right, all of our leads become customers because they've had great experiences with us. We built strong relationships with them. And then as they become past clients, they continue to work with us and send us people because we're continuing to build those relationships. So birthday date got filled out. We have something on the calendar. Oh, but by the way, Sam is also going to write an email for you because Sam has the ability to generate those custom resources. It's written in your voice, it's custom to you, but it's taking all this information you know about Alfie and it's applying that to make the email custom to him too. So let's say in the notes field, I had learned that Alfie and his wife love to go salsa dancing, and he is a big fan of New York style pizza because he grew up in New York. These are context points that Sam is able to use. And maybe in his birthday message, it's like, hey, Alfie, happy birthday. I hope you and Patrice get to go play some pickleball tonight. There's a new New York style pizzeria just down the road from the local courts. Pick up a slice, tell them it's your birthday. Maybe they'll give it to you for free. Anyways, hope you have a great day. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Think about how much more personalized that is. And you didn't have to sit there and custom write it specifically for Alfie. Sam did that for you. Now, all you have to do is review it, make sure that it's right. You need to apply a little discernment. It's AI assistant writing it for you. And then Sam can help send it on your behalf. So we can start to offer really personalized interactions. Now, let's say maybe it's not a birth date. Maybe it is a meeting that we have with them, and this meeting is over the phone. Well, we know that we need to call, and Sam is going to be able to say, hey, you've got a 9 a.m. phone call with Alfie. He likes pickleball and New York style pizza. I would really like you to ask him if he has ever tried Chicago style pizza, or if he's loyal to it because he's from New York. Let me know what he answers. Now, Sam is not only giving us some context so that we have something to talk about with Alfie, a little organic conversation, but he's helping by asking us questions that we can ask Alfie that we can give back to Sam. So there's going to be more context inside of the system that it can use to help create even more personalized content. But then also it's coaching us on building better relationships with Alfie, or really with any of our leads. So this is the power of the communication matrix. Now I'll show you this because this is kind of where the overall flow of Sam goes in. You generate custom resources, you add those to your website. Those on your website can be exchanged for customer details, or you can add SamChat, our AI chatbot, onto your website, and leads can talk to it. It'll answer questions and it'll gather their details while it's doing that. Hey, what's your name? Oh, where's a good email? Oh, do you have a phone number so we can follow up with you? And then as it gathers this information, sends it into Sam, contacts created. As it learns more details, it gives that context as well. And then this is where that communication matrix is going to come in to really supercharge these things. So I've given you a pitch on Sam, but how does this apply to what OpenAI has just done with ChatGPT 4.0? So I want you to imagine now that we have the ability to engage with Sam in a different way, because now we have the power of these assistants and we have Sam, right? So what if in the morning you woke up and you clicked on Sam and you said, hey, Sam, about to have my coffee this morning. I'd love to know what's on the schedule for today. And Sam goes, oh, well, you actually have a birthday for Alfie coming up a week from now. So if you'd like to write a birthday letter to him, slip it into the mail, that would be awesome. You can also order some crumble cookie for him. He is an A contact, and that's really important to you. And you can say, oh, okay, thank you. And then Sam might chime back. Oh, and by the way, we have a meeting this afternoon with James, and it's at 1 o'clock. It's a phone call. James is super interested in basketball. Right now, college basketball is going on. You should strike up some conversation, see what his favorite team is. On top of that, we have 3 emails that are scheduled to go out to leads. Do you want to review those emails real quick? Now we could respond back while we're drinking our coffee. Yeah, let's go through those emails real quick. Sam will pop back and say, okay, well, email 1 is to Sarah, and Sarah is interested in a 3-2 in the St. Peter's area. And this is the email that we've written for. And Sam will read out the email. What do you think of that? Then you can respond, that sounds great. Let's send it. Or, hey, we need to tweak this and this. Sam can make those tweaks, review, and then it can send on your behalf once it's ready to go. So now think about the power in like a Jarvis sense, right? We've taken our first step, and I truly believe the future of AI is taking and looking at each process, not as automations in a series of workflows, but it's individual tasks that are taken on, and they're leveraging these AI assistants to do so. And I just see this going so excellently with Sam, and I'm just so excited to start utilizing and figuring out how to do this, how to drive this for you guys. So not only is the communication matrix coming to you guys really soon, but now with 4.0, we are going to be able to launch things like that in the near future. And man, just think about how cool technology is and how much faster you're going to be able to work. Now think about, let's talk about the real nitty gritty of this. We now have saved so much time because Sam has helped us send out emails. It's helped us prepare for our meetings. We now know over the first cup of coffee of the day what we have to do today. Now, what do we do with all this extra time that we would have been sitting there and having to manually find all these details? Well, this is where the magic comes, because we have free time, and this free time can be used to build our business, or maybe we can stack our day more in the forward and we have a little bit more free time in the evening. Now we can spend it with friends. Maybe we can spend it with our significant other or family, or heaven forbid, you pick up a hobby. You just pick up a hobby that energizes and recharges you, makes you a little bit more interesting as a person, and that's going to just help you prevent burnout and provide more fulfillment in your life. And that's all managed because of you leveraging technologies like the Systems Accelerator Manager. And so this is the future that I'm painting for you guys, because this is going to be where we are headed. I honestly believe these CRM systems, like I said, now that you understand what Sam is going to be able to do for you, think about how outdated your CRM is. It takes in information and just holds it, and just like it's holding this pile of information. It's not doing anything with it. And you can occasionally use what I call a parlor trick and use merge fields with little brackets. And maybe you say bracket first name, and it pulls their first name and plugs it onto an email. And they call that custom, right? It's personalized to them because it has their name on it. It's not really personal. Building interactions based on likes, interests, and information that you've learned about someone not only encourages you to have better relationships with them and learn more about them, but it helps you create those interactions. And so now we just have the best of both worlds. And man, I'm just so excited for this. There's a lot of things that we can now do because of this. And I honestly think that in 10 years from now, we talk about where's the future of AI, and we're like 2 years in. So where in 10 years does this come? I think that in 10 years, we don't have CRM systems. We have things like Sam that are going to be able to leverage these experiences for you. But ultimately, you still have to have some sort of portal, some sort of website-based thing that you can use to interact them. And that's exactly what we are making the Systems Accelerator Manager to do. It's the first of its kind system accelerator that is designed to create, refine, store, but most importantly, use the information that you're gathering about your leads, your customers, your past clients, and it's helping build those relationships in the process. And that is how we're going to move forward with technology, but it all starts with really cool things like what OpenAI launched today. And I'm just so excited. We are going to be diving into it in our business. We're going to be looking at how we can integrate it into Sam as quick as possible. I've got a couple more things on the communication matrix that I need to figure out. And as soon as I do that, full steam ahead for getting that built into it. And until then, I'm going to be playing around on the app once it's publicly available. We are ChatGPT Plus subscribers, so we have access to it, and you do need access. But let me know in the comments what you foresee the future of real estate technology being. And if you are super excited about the idea of leveraging Sam, the best thing that you can do to get into our ecosystem is go and click on this link down below, get a 14-day free trial to Sam, and start creating resources that are custom written in your voice, house them on your website, and then follow the process. And once you have those details, you can start adding them into Sam really soon and use the communication matrix to build better relationships. And then as soon as all of that is done, pick a hobby, spend some time with your significant other, and don't forget to thank me. Don't forget to thank Sam. But other than that, we will see you very soon.